This 3D printed shelf has a secret compartment, and it is one of many actual useful 3D prints that I wanted to show you in this video. But the way the shelf works is you'll mount it from the inside piece, which also offers all of your storage, and then there's a cover to hide it and make it look exactly like a normal shelf. You can then pull that front cover off whenever you're ready and reveal all of the internal storage space on the inside. You can also print these organizers on the inside, which allows you to store smaller items as well. Now, I don't know what most people would store in something like this. However, I'm thinking things like my passport or my car's logbook, things that rarely need to be used, but whenever you need them, you can never find them. So now they'll be safe, secure, and I'll always know where they are. Now, I absolutely love tiny little prints that offer huge value, and that's exactly what these do. These tiny little pyramids are called painter's pyramids, and they're super useful because what they do is provide a very convenient place for you to dry anything that you've painted, whether it is a 3D printed prop or whether it's just something from woodworking or whatever. You lay them out in the amount and order that you need them to, and then you can place it on top, and it's supported by very little contact. This offers a few things. One, because there's holes in the middle of the actual pyramids, airflow gets underneath whatever it is you've painted, and it means that it dries a lot better and a lot quicker. But it also offers a bit of efficiency as well, because normally you would have to paint the top of whatever it is and then let that dry before you flip it over and paint the other side. But now with these, you can actually paint the entire thing. You're not going to ruin the actual paint job that you've done by placing it on top of this because there's such little contact. These also come with their own little storage bracket, which you can just screw into the wall or wherever and rest them all on top to store them nice and tidily. Just don't drop them on the floor because I don't think you'd want to stand on them. Our next two prints come from a website called QB, which actually gives you a commercial license to sell all of the prints on the website. The first one is an Apple Watch charging docking station, which is very convenient because the chargers just otherwise lay around on the side and it's not that great. However, this allows you to store all of your other everyday carry items with it too, whether it's earphones or whether it's your keys or whatever you want to take with you when you put your watch on in the morning. Keeping them all in the same place is very convenient. And this was just one of over 1,000 3D printable designs that you can actually sell from QB. Once you sign up to QB, you're given a full commercial license to sell the prints. Our next print is this coffee tampering station, which not only offers a great place to store all the different things you need for your espresso machine, but it also helps you get the best quality coffee that you can. The way that it does this is by helping you get a nice even tamper when you compress all of the grounds into the actual coffee pot. This way there's no water channeling through in different places and it spreads out evenly, giving you a much better tasting coffee. And this print is actually an exclusive design that is only on QB, but it is also only available to limited sellers, meaning you're not gonna have to compete with loads of different people if you do plan on selling this somewhere. So for those of you that are wanting to start selling 3D prints, then QB is a great place to find tons of prints that you can actually sell once you've signed up, but it also has a community with tons of things like courses and videos on how to help you get started. So if you are interested in this, then check it out. There'll be a link in the description. This next print is a very welcome one to my office space. Whenever I make videos like this, there ends up being plastic from supports or brim or these little purge lines every single time. There's this everywhere. It's all over the place. So I 3D printed this bin that mounts to the side of my desk and allows me to just brush all of this stuff directly into the bin as soon as it's taken off. And then when this is full, which won't be straight away considering it is actually a decent sized bin, not too big that it's just going to sit there full of rubbish forever, but big enough that you don't have to empty it all the time. I can lift it straight off of the mounting bracket, empty that out, and then slot it back on. It's hidden out of sight for the most part except for the mounting bracket, but this is kind of important because that way you know where the bin is and you're not just sliding stuff off inside and completely missing it, going all over the floor. So if you are like me and you're constantly leaving all of your supports and all of your other little bits of rubbish and trash all over the place, this is definitely a worthwhile print. Now this tool is more useful than I initially thought. I thought it was just to help you organize bolts. You place the bolt in that you have, and then you can see that it's an M8 and then move it down to the other side and see the length of it as well. And then if you have bolts everywhere, you can organize them into their own pots. And that's what I thought this was for. But then I realized once I'd recorded this take like 6 times, that this actually has more value than that. This not only identifies bolts that you already have laying around and want to organize. If you bought something, say from Facebook or anything like that, and it's missing bolts, you can take what bolts are already left, figure out exactly which ones it uses, and then go to the shop and buy the exact ones that you need rather than actually doing guesswork, because this tells you the actual bolt, whether it's M8, 6 or 2 or whatever, and then it also tells you the length of the bolt as well, so you can make sure that you get it exactly right. Every time I've moved house in the past and you take down beds and furniture, I always end up losing at least one bolt, and it's not ideal to have to buy a pack and hope that it's the right one. Now I can take one of the other ones that I still have and find out exactly what it is and go and buy the right one. Next up is a tool that'll have value for anybody who does 3D printing, because at some point you are going to need to do a little bit of sanding probably. This is a sanding block that offers a 30-degree angle and a 280mm length, but the actual listing of the files offers many different options too, so you can print whatever you actually need. Now this thing is sturdy as all hell, and the reason you would want to use a sanding block rather than just grabbing the paper and using your fingers, this gives you a much more even finish, so you'll get a higher quality sanding once it's done, but also all the different angles of course offer different uses. Now sanding blocks like this can cost quite a bit of money, but to be able to print it in just PLA or PETG or whatever and have it this sturdy and reusable forever is definitely a win. Not to mention, if you're sanding something that's going to take a long time to do, you're not going to want to use your fingers and tire yourself out and hurt your fingers or whatever. All the paper slipping all over the place. This locks it in nice and secure and is definitely a worthwhile tool to 3D print. So this next one I'm actually really impressed with. It's a tape gun. However, these ones that I had in the past are about £7-8 to actually buy, a little bit more than you'd expect, and they're massive. Like they're so chunky. This one, like, look at the size difference, and it works great. It literally does the exact same thing. It's super clean and tidy. It's much easier to store, and I mean, it's 3D printed. It costs nearly nothing to make. It works perfectly. I mean, it speaks for itself. I mean, every household at some point will have a use for something like this, because whether you're sending a parcel because you're selling stuff from 3D prints, or whether you just want to wrap birthday presents, Christmas presents, everyone at some point will have a use for it. Now, when I actually printed it out, I initially thought this is going to be a nightmare to assemble, and it's got so many points of failure that it could be a bit of a problem. I was wrong. It assembles super fast and very obviously. And I mean, the blades, if this ever gets dull or breaks or anything, you can just print another one of just the blades out themselves. And when you do need another one, they just slide back on very easily. And I also much more prefer this style. It fits in your hand a lot easier compared to this one. Yes, this has a handle and whatever, but it's massively chunky. It weighs a lot. This one pretty much weighs a tiny bit more than the actual tape roll itself. This is one of those designs that everybody can take advantage of, and it's going to save you a bit of money as well, and it works great. To me, this is what 3D printing's for. It'll last, it's never going to be thrown away, it offers an actual usable tool, and this is great. I love it. Now, another tool that's very common in the 3D printing space is a soldering iron. If you're doing any sort of lighting or wiring, there's a good chance you're going to have one of these to hand. However, I very often just don't have anywhere to put this down when it's actually heated up. And I don't want to just put it on the desk, it's going to burn the side of the desk or anything like that. So I 3D printed, finally, this that I've been meaning to print for a long time. And this is a holder or a little bit of a rest for when the actual not in use. This can now just sit on there very nicely when it's actually done. And the heat is nowhere near the actual print itself, and it's completely raised away from the desk, meaning there's no chance of melting the actual print and there's no chance of burning anywhere on the desk. It's completely out of the way, it's nice and secure, definitely a worthwhile print to have. However, this also has to place up to 5 different soldering tools in there as well, so if you need to change them out, they're all accessible to you. Now, I used to always rest this on something like my Leatherman or something like that, but now it actually has a place to go. It's much more convenient, a lot more safe, because I know it's not going to go anywhere, whereas on there it used to slip around all over the place. I don't know why it took me so long to print this, but I'm glad that I did. So this next print nearly didn't make it, but I thought it would be fun to include it. This is a nail holder for when you're using a hammer and putting a nail in, so that you can place it between the actual grooves in the end of this, pinch it down and hold it steady, so that this way, if you do miss the nail every now and again, it's not your fingers getting hit, it's just a little bit of plastic. It doesn't take long to make at all. This is probably worth printing if you plan on doing something like a building project with kids. That way your kids aren't holding the nail and the hammer and smacking themselves in the hand. They can use this instead, not harm themselves, and honestly, it takes like minutes. It takes minutes to print this, so if you are doing something, get one printed. Now this next one isn't going to take much to talk about. It's a very simple mounting bracket. Now obviously it's not going to be as strong as like a steel bracket, but these are pretty damn sturdy and definitely offer a lot of value. If you're wanting to mount things like maybe an Alexa to a certain place, or even just photo frames around the house, you can 3D print these in a matter of minutes rather than going to the shop, spending actual money on stuff. These are tiny. They cost barely anything in filament and they print out super fast. All they do is they slide together and lock into place, giving you a nice strong mounting option, but also because of that you can then just lift it off and move things around whenever you want. I personally would probably screw these into the wall themselves, and then on the actual one that you're going to put on the object, I would probably use like mounting tape or something like that, like double-sided tape stuff, to put this on like a photo frame. You're not going to want to put your screws through the photo frame, and then things like the Alexa or whatever that you're going to want to mount wherever, you can just put a bit of tape on it and do it that way. That way you can lift it off, put it on super easy, and it's very convenient. Next up is another super simple but very clever design, and these are very sturdy, strong hooks, which I printed in PETG. However, they're designed to do a couple of different things. Currently, I've used them for camping. The wife and I have started going out camping quite a lot, and this is a great way to like hook this on the inside of the tent and then hang lanterns and that sort of stuff off of this, or any other thing that you may want. If you flip this over, this is actually designed initially to go over something like a washing line or some sort of rope along the way, and then you can use the hook underneath to hang anything off of it that you may want to. Things like a peg basket could hang off of this possibly, so you can keep them close, or whatever else you may want to do. But these are super strong, so I have no doubt that you guys should come up with some really cool ideas for what to use them for. Let me know in the comments, what would you use these for? What uses do you see?